How doody? Just thought I'd do a bit of a review on this place, Devine Fisheries. We've just tipped up at. You can book it on Swim Booker, and it's somewhere I'm going to try and get out and about over the next couple of days. So we've got runs water, open 8 till 8. A few of the rules. It's basically a little bit of a car parking area, and you actually come to the main lake itself. Looks like a bit of a social area, this. Horrible weather today. And then this is the lake by the looks of it. First time here, so I don't really know my way around. They do have toilets though, which look like pretty clean. A few leaves in there. So we'll just go for a bit of a walk round. We'll have to excuse the weather, it's absolutely atrocious. So going off the pegs, I'm assuming you have to bury your stuff around here. It's obviously not the prettiest because it's been raining, but I should imagine it's quite dry. There's quite a lot of tree roots, so I should imagine it's quite stable. So I've not seen any of the pegs yet, but seems decent enough for a run's water. There's a little lad up here, so I'll have a chat to him and see what's in this pond. But yeah, it looks alright for now. Unsure of how long this will last if it's raining in winter. So just speaking to a lad down there, apparently this is the day ticket side, and they do have a members only side on the other side where the cats and the carpfish are. The pegs don't look massive, but you can only fish at 8 to 8 on this side, I think. But you must be able to fish it overnight, because they've been fishing overnight over there. So I don't really understand the rules. I maybe have to look into it a little bit better. But it does stay on the gate, 8 till 8. Day ticket, but it might be half day ticket, half 24 hours, which isn't uncommon. So I'm assuming because the proper pegs on that side, that would be the bivvy area, and these would be the day ticket sides. We have seen a couple of carp already in that bottom corner. I really won't fancy getting me wheelbarrow down some of these. A few guys are on the other side, so I'll have a chat to them as well. Very carpy waters though. A lot of overhanging trees and stuff. You can just see down there an albino carp, a ghost carp. The lad I just spoke to around there said the carp go up to about 23 in here. He doesn't think there's any cats, but there is sturgeon. So I don't know if you can see that. It's all decent size as well. There's definitely carp in here that we know of. All these lovely snaggable areas. So yeah, looks good. Again, a bit unsure about these, and they're not the biggest. I'm not one for giving people bad reviews, but you'd have to be very, very lightly tackled to sit down there. By the time you've got your rod out, you're not going to have much for a rod, probably 3 rods in that peg. But get yourself some of them little Nash scopes, or the 10-foot kaizens, you should be banging down there. It's obviously wet fish are hanging out. Phew. So like I said, this is just what the class is the runs water. Try and go over to the specie side in a minute. See what the crack is over there and how much the membership is. So this is Devine Fisheries in Accrington, and it's just off an industrial estate. It was a bit weird for us to find. I think that's the goat out. The goat's house, should I say. That's where the goat lives. Obviously don't want to come out because it's raining. We'll see if Mr. Goat's in there. There he is. So from, again, what I've saw before, this seems to be like the bivvy up side, so I'll have a chat to a few of these guys down here, see what they say, and we'll try out the side as well, see where we'll go from there. So I've just been speaking to a lad just down there. These are actually the ones you can bivvy up on overnight. The pegs are absolutely ginormous, but if there's one fished on the far bank, you're going to struggle. Apparently it's quite hard runs water, this. There are fish in here, there's fish showing on the top, but most of them are koi. And the biggest in here is 23. So we're just going to go across the other side. He has told us about another fishery, hillside, which is just up the road, so we're going to go and check that out while we're over this way. So for now, we'll go across there, check that special lake out. I'll get back to you shortly. So this is Devine Fisheries. This is the members lake. Minimum of 12 line, 12 pound line even. Now, apparently they've got quite a lot of catfish in here. Quite a lot of catfish. So again, it looks like another barra job. And this is a steep hill. You can zigzag down that way. But yeah, coming down there with a barrel. Good luck. So it looks pretty decent. Island didn't be done. Looks like it's got barbecue pits as well. It's not massive waters. If there's catfish in them, and carp, I can imagine they're quite good. So we'll go for a mooch around. I'll go for a mooch around first. See what's what down this side. See what the queue is. Looks like there's an island. And then a separate island or a jut out part. Don't know if we're going to be able to walk past these. The swims look quite big. It doesn't look like there's much room to get past them, so I'll have a walk round and we'll go from there. So, just been speaking to one of the lads up there. There's 3 pegs up there. What looks like another 1, 2, 3, 4 pegs over this side. There is a barbecue area as well, which is for anyone to sort of use. From what it seems like, he's had a sturgeon out. It's predominantly sturgeon and catfish that you catch. There is carp in here, but apparently they're really hard to catch. Again, there's some koi that you can see just on the surface. And whether the lilies are in the far corner, apparently there's quite a lot of carp that hang around there, but super intelligent. One of the guys, he's just said on here, he's fished here quite a lot. Never had a carp out, ever. So it's predominantly cats, which go up to about 70-75 pound, which is ridiculous. If you've ever caught a catfish, you'll know how bad they fight. And you can literally be into them for half an hour, 45 minutes. Something as big as that, God knows, you can just keep taking a line. The only good thing about this is it's not absolutely massive at all. You can probably walk the full length of this. I'd say probably in less than 5 minutes. And it's fishing quite tight to each other as well. It is only £30 for your membership, and then, so this side's a membership, the other side wasn't. £30 for your membership, and then you do pay a sort of a day ticket price. I think it's 30 quid for a single peg. Do have a boat, which I suppose will come in useful. But that island in the middle, there must be a lot of fish lost. He lost one last night, the lad I just spoke to, then I lost one last night. Apparently some grass carp in here as well, which is good. So we'll give the bailiff a ring, and we'll get ourselves signed up for a membership for me and Jace, and we'll try and get on here for a session. Apparently there is a bit of a waiting time to get on, because it's usually quite full, so we'll have to see. But for now, that's Devine Fisheries, which looks really promising. I don't know how promising for carp, but looks promising for a catfish anyway. I'll leave you to it. We're going to check this other fishery out while we're over this way, and see what that one's like. So we're just round on pegs. I think it's 3 and 4 around this side. There's a couple of carp showing just in the middle, like an albino carp, but the pegs are big enough for a bivvy. Definitely not big enough for 2, but unfortunately the walkways do actually cross from one side to the other as well, so you'd have to position everything properly for people to get past. So it's not the biggest fishery I've ever been to, but from speaking to people, if you want to catch a catfish, and a big catfish, or a sturgeon, I'd say this is the place to be. Everyone I've spoke to tends to come for the catfish and the sturgeon, which is obviously a good sign. So if that's what you're after, get yourself here. Everything's clean, the pegs are clean, the place is clean. I'd say bring light gear, nothing too heavy, as in loads of luggage and stuff like that, because everything's got to be barrowed and carried. And like I say, you don't have much. The pegs are probably 10 foot by 10 foot. But again, you do have to sort of consider people having to walk past your peg. So for now, we'll go and try the other fishery, but this has been Devine Fisheries in Accrington. I would, even though I've not been here myself, I'd quite highly recommend it for catfish and sturgeon. Carp seem to be a bit elusive, or there's quite a lot showing, and there is an area just on that side where apparently you do see quite a lot of carp, just right on the other side of that tree. There's a carp actually there. In the water, hope you can see that. Just about there-ish. Somewhere. Quite big. There's another one just swimming out here as well. So again, this is the place to be if you want cats and sturgeon by the sounds of it. So we'll check in shortly when we get to Hillside. We'll go from there, see what that one's like.